From March 2024 until the end of May 2024, I was locked in, focusing on YouTube. This was the first time I'd ever posted regular long form YouTube videos consistently. I was posting I think it was every third day, every third or fourth day for about 3 months. I think I only posted like 12 or 13 videos in the 3 months, but I was quite consistent with the upload schedule. I was improving, I was editing the videos, I was making thumbnails, I was just learning. Now, obviously, these videos were terrible, and thumbnails were terrible, and I was averaging like 4 views a video, but I was learning, I was locked in. So for 3 months, I was locked in. Then again, August 2024 until December 2024, I was locked in. At first, doing daily uploading, then I stopped doing daily uploading and started doing like a video every second or third day, but posting anywhere between 2 all the way till 5 or 6 YouTube shorts every single day. And when I say every single day, I don't just mean like, 5 days in a row, 6 days in a row. I'm talking like 5 or 6 YouTube shorts a day for like 3 months straight. Now, again, did I blow up? Did I get insane results? No, I gained a couple hundred subscribers in a couple of months. But I was so locked in and I was making insane progress. Then again, I'm going to say February, late February 2025 and early March, I was locked in for, it was only a few weeks this time, but I really was like, I need to figure out what I'm doing. I sort of changed a few things. I went from posting the unedited short form video, unedited long form videos on my main channel to this channel you're seeing now, Sam Raw, my second channel. I started posting more cinematic and edited YouTube videos to the main channel. I started really trying to improve my craft. I started investing in more gear. I was really applying for jobs because I didn't have a job at the time. We just moved house a couple months earlier, so I was applying for jobs every weekend. I was doing all that I could. I was in school, working really hard for a couple of weeks. Then on May 6th, I started monk mode. So May 6th, 2025, I started my first like proper monk mode. Um, well, I mean, sort of second. I had done a monk mode before that in April 2024, so a year earlier, but I didn't fully stick to it. I sort of did it like on and off. Then I did Project 90, which was like a 90-day period of monk mode, but it was sort of like, it was a bit different. It was basically a 90-day monk mode stint. And then I had like monk mode, which I actually called it monk mode this time, uh, in May and early June 2025. And I made crazy progress. I started getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning. I started posting more videos. I started improving my craft. I started posting YouTube shorts again. I started I started training harder. I started making crazy progress in the gym. Like all around areas of my life were improving. I was working more hours. I then had my hours cut. And I got a second job in like 3 minutes. Like literally, I got on the phone and literally within 3 minutes I had a job. I was working way more hours. I then quit that job and went back to my old job and had more out. Like it was a crazy like 30 days. Then again, after that, since the 28th of June 2025, I'm now on Project Full 180. As you can see right here, I don't even know if it says it on there. It doesn't say it on there. That's my habit tracker for Project Full 180. So that's the first like 33 days. I'm now locking in again for a full 180 days, where the goal is to post more content than ever, improve the quality of the content, improve my skills, get some better gear, save money, stack cash, get big, right? Like that, really, I'm just locking in and trying to make money online. I've just started an online business as well. All sorts of things, I'm locked in again. And so I've just told you 4 times that I've locked in. And even before that, this was just since I've been doing content. I've been posting content now for coming up 2 years. And even before that, in from like late January 2023 until April 2023. No, May 2020. No, yeah, late January to May 2023. I was extremely locked in. At the start of that period, I lost 5 kilos, which is 12 pounds. No, 5 kilos is 11 pounds. I lost 11 pounds in 5 weeks. I was doing all sorts of bodyweight exercises, push ups, pull ups, squats, like the whole like 30 to 60 minutes of bodyweight exercises and calisthenics stuff every single day. Super locked in. So that's there. 5 different times. There's been more later throughout 2023, but those are like the 5 biggest ones that came to my mind when I've locked in. And the one thing that I've learned about trying to lock in, and the biggest lesson I've learned about going from and being, okay, I'm sitting around, I'm sort of working, I'm being like as David Goggins or like Dana White would call it, a part-time savage. Like I'm working hard sometimes, I'm sort of slacking off sometimes. The biggest thing you have to do, the lesson you have to know to go from a part-time savage to a full-time savage, to go from a work hard sometimes type of guy or person to a I'm locked in, I'm grinding every day type of person, is you can't just go from 40 or 50% straight to 100% overnight. It takes time. It might take you a few days or even a couple of weeks to go from working hard sometimes to being fully locked in every day. I know for me, I would love to say I'm ultra locked in, ultra disciplined, but I'm not. I'm probably sitting at maybe 70% of my total effort capacity, discipline, locked in, whatever you want to call it. I'm probably putting in about 70% effort, 70% um, time as that I could be putting in. I could be putting in much more. I could be doing an extra hour of work a day. I could, an extra hour. And in an extra hour a day, I can post another YouTube short a day or something, whatever it is. I'm not locked in 100. I'm not fully going as hard as I could, and I want to be, and every day I'm striving towards that. But I would say that after monk mode, for that 30-day period, once I finished that, I sort of fell off. I was like, alright, cool, monk mode's done, I can rest now. And I spent probably 3 weeks just like on 50, 60%, right? And I realized like every single time I do a thing like this for 14 or 30 or 60 or 90 days, I fall off. I go back to the old ways, right? I do the thing, I'm locked in, I have the bulletproof morning routine, and then I go back and morning routine's gone, habits are gone, this is gone, that's gone. So I was like, what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this for 180 days. I'm going to do it for so long that it's basically impossible to stop. Yeah, in 30 days you can build a routine. Yeah, in 60 days you can build habits and things that are going to last. But even after 60 days, things can fall off. But I'm right now going for 180 days. But that's not the point. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to tell you that to go from that 30, 40, 50% part-time savage to that 80, 90, 100% full-time savage, to make that shift, you have to apply progressive overload. Now, if you go to the gym, you probably know what this is. Basically, your first week of the gym, you go into the gym and you can only bench 20 kilos for 6 reps. Next week, you go in there, you're feeling good, you get 20 kilos for 8 reps. That's cool. It's just newbie gains. Like, you're still testing the waters, so you probably can just keep pushing hard and hard. You haven't really reached the max. Next week, you go in there and do 25 kilos for 5 reps. Like, alright, cool. Then you do 25 for 7 reps. And then after about, 6 months, you're hitting 40 kilos for 8 reps. Right? Because every single week, you did a bit more. You did an extra rep or an extra 2 reps. Or you added a couple of kilos or pounds or whatever, whatever your measure of weight is, whether it's pounds or kilos. You progressively overloaded. You slowly and progressively overloaded. You added the load. You put more effort in. So you might, on day 1, be doing, well, on day 0, right, you might decide, this is terrible, I need to lock in. You're on 40% effort. Next day, you go and you do, alright, cool, day 1, all motivated, you're at 80% effort. Day 2, like, alright, cool, day 2, you're at 60%. Then day 3, like, alright, I'm, still sort of in the mood, like, the initial motivation's worn off, but now I'm at, like, 55%. The next day, you're at 60%. Then you have a really great day and you're back at 80%. And then it drops down to, like, 65 again, and then it goes to, like, 60, and then you're back up to 70, and then you're at 75, and then you're 80. And day after day, although it might not be a complete straight uphill, it's a bit of an up and down, right? You slowly go up. If you really zoomed out, the general direction will be a progressively overloading, progressively going up. It's not like if you really zoom in, it's like this: up, down, up, down, up, down. But it's like up, down, like going up. If you zoom out, it's like this, slowly going up, right? You need to progressively overload. If you do too much, you will quit. You will give up. Because when you're in that point of 40%, 50% part-time savage, if you try and go straight to 90, 100%, you will quit. You can't handle that. You can't go from getting up at 7, 8 a.m., not training more than once a week, not posting the content, not doing the business, whatever it is, not working hard, not doing the daily disciplines, not doing the routine, the habits, to just overnight doing it every single day. That's not how you build habits. You build habits by doing it every single day, starting small and progressively overloading. Almost everything, every part of consistency, every part of discipline is progressive overload. Start small. Maybe when you're doing journaling, you journal for 3 lines. The next day you do 4 lines. The next day you might do a full page. The next day it's 5 lines. Then it's 6 lines. And you progressively overload. Everything about improving your life, improving yourself is progressively overloading. If you start a business, you don't go from $0 online to $100,000 online overnight. No, that will take you months, most likely years. You don't go from being, maybe let's just say, for example, you're 6 foot tall and you're really skinny and you're like 70 kilos, right? You don't go from that to 90 kilos and shredded overnight. It takes probably 2-3 years, at minimum 4 or 5 years. It's progressively overloading. You do more and more each time. Take this lesson. I have jobs to do now, but hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you've got some value from the video. This video has been about education. Take what I've said. So wherever you are, whether you're at 40% or 50%, whether you're at 70%, whether you're at 93%, whether you're at 0%, it does not matter where you are. As the saying goes, 1% better every day. Maybe it's 1%, maybe it's 5%, maybe it's 10%, maybe it's 20% better a day. Improve every single day. Do something every single day that's going to improve your life. Do something every single day that's hard, that is a daily discipline. That you can go, okay, today I'm going to do this. Today, this is my daily discipline. Maybe your daily discipline for today is a cold shower. Maybe it's journaling. Maybe it's going for a run, whatever it is. Have an amazing day. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in seeing more content like this, if you're interested in joining a community of young men and maybe women, young people in general, between the ages of 13 and 21, who are chasing greatness, who are aspiring to be better, who want to improve their lives, go ahead and check out the link in my channel description. That'll take you to my paid community. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.